think tomorrow. When I am declaring a new prayer, I am not declaring a new prayer because there is problem. I'm declaring a new prayer because we need to prepare ahead. Check out every great man that has lived from Bible till today. They think tomorrow, not today. Joseph, you remember what Joseph told Pharaoh? He said, begin to gather for 7 years. 7 years. Oh, do you think that food they are saving for 7 years, they cannot eat it? Do you think they don't need it? They need the food. But he said, no, please. We need to cut our eating now, because 7 years of famine will come. Let's save this 7 years food, so that when the food becomes scarce, we will have what to eat. Hope you know that even if they have excess food, they can export this food and make money today, and have more money in their hand. If they had done that, they would have been looking for where to buy food with their money, and they will not get. Because in Egypt, the Bible says money failed. Money failed. The one time in history that you have money, no food to buy. But a man averted all that by thinking tomorrow. Brothers and sisters, what's your thought about tomorrow? When we tell you to save, all we are telling you to do is think tomorrow. Even when the money is not enough right now, save. By saving, what are you doing? You are thinking tomorrow. We have never told you to save when the money is more than enough. No. We have told you to save as a lifestyle. Even if you are owing, save. I'm telling you. Yes. Even if you are owing, save as a principle. You just make up your mind and say 5%, 10% of everything that comes to my hand is savings. Even if they say hunger will kill me tomorrow, it is saving. That's a principle. My friends, my admonition to you, like Jonathan, is to think tomorrow, not today. Learn to negotiate destiny. Another woman I loved so much that negotiated her destiny was Abigail. You remember Abigail in the Bible? 1 Samuel chapter 25. Yes, and Rahab. Rahab too, a prostitute. But she was a prostitute, but was wise enough to negotiate her destiny. They came to destroy the city. And she said, let's negotiate. I will help you. I will house you. But what will I get in the future? Let's negotiate first. Some of you take decisions without thinking tomorrow. You make statements like, it's not man I need, it's God that I need. As long as God is on my side, that I do not bother about tomorrow. Oh God, I bother. Did you hear me? I bother. Let's talk. How will tomorrow be? That's how you have been not bothering about tomorrow. Tomorrow has come now. You don't have help. You say, don't worry. We do not depend on men. We depend only on God. As great and as powerful as God is, God needs a man to help you. Religious Christians do not like to hear that. I have never seen when God dropped from heaven and said, man, I've come to help you. Oh yeah? You need $1,000. God will use a man to give you $1,000. So who told you that you do not need men? Who told you? It is you alone that I need. It is you alone that I need. All men will fail. It is you. Yes, you need him. You need him. But him need me. You need God, but God needs men to help you. Do not undermine men on your journey to destiny. That's why I keep warning you. Don't just open your vocal cavity and talk to anybody anyhow. You need men. See, some of you have made your life difficult because when you pray to God and he looks at the man, he says, okay, my daughter just prayed. This man is the person I want to use. Suddenly, he now remembers that my daughter has insulted that man before. Che. He turns to another woman and says, okay, let me use that woman and help my daughter. He now says, hey, 10 years ago, my daughter told that one that I will never call you in my life. God becomes stranded. That is why you are where they are. Never undermine the place of men on your journey to destiny. As great as Jesus was, he needed a man to help him carry his cross. Is he not God? I don't need any man on it. You say, lie, you need men. You will be as successful as the valuable relationship you have around you. As a matter of fact, your network will determine your net worth in life. And all the people around you are people that need urgent help. How can you get help? David was negotiating his future. See, my friends, my admonition to you today is to learn to negotiate your future. You want to make a decision, you want to take a step, think about the future. You know what Joseph was doing by refusing Potiphar's wife? He was trying to look at his future. Right now, it will help me. I will enjoy now. But what about tomorrow? No, it's better this woman insults me now, but let me have my tomorrow intact. When you just decide to compromise to a man, to a woman, simply because of hunger today, you are only thinking about today, but you lose destiny. I prefer to be hungry today, but to be full the rest of my life. Learn to negotiate your destiny. I have done volunteer work for people before, and I looked like a fool. I'll be doing, and everybody says, what is this? See, I've served a man for 6 years. 6 years without payment. I was very foolish to many people. A lot of, are you okay? I will be traveling here and there. I'm going here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'll be calling. He gave me big name, big title in his organization. He used the wisdom out of me. What a lot of you did. What? No, just forget about this. I said, do not worry. Destiny was more important than today. Oh yes, I did not have money for 6 years. But that, sincerely, is now the foundation of everything I have. I'm telling you. You see, there are people that will not give you money. They won't give you money, but one signature they will put and give you has changed your life forever. They will never give you a dime. They will never give you a dime. But they have the grace to just say, hear ye him. Say with me, hear ye him. See, do you know that Jesus needed a hear ye him grace before he started ministry? You cannot go anywhere without the hear ye him. This is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. A simple note in your hand. Well, this is Mr. Christopher Idris. I know him. Please attend to him. Only that note can change your life. Only that note. Only that note. I remember several years ago, a House of Assembly member told my wife and said, okay, what you do, because she was, he had just gotten into the house, and of course, before he even won the election, everyone were all friends and all that. So he said, okay, you need a job, right? All you are going to come and do is come to Abuja and pick a note. He said, I will use the House of Assembly letter-headed paper, and I will just write on it. As long as I have used the House of Assembly, National Assembly letter-headed paper, and I put our stamp on it, take it to any office you want to work. They will give you a job. Woo! That is hear ye him. One note from one name that can open doors. And you say you don't need men, Abi? How many of you have ever received a note from heaven and you took it around? And you knock on the office and you say, here is my Bible, I'm a Christian. Give me anything I want. God bless you. God will use men. He will use men. God is your source, but men are the channel. God is your source, but men are the channel. Go and check your phone now. All those important names you have, don't delete them. If you have lost the number, go and look for them. Those are the channels with which God will use to bless you. You know the reason why it is only John the Baptist they allowed to enter into the hall where Jesus entered? They pursue every other disciples because they did not have connection. The Bible says John knew the chief priest. So the moment he came, they say, Mr. John, welcome. Please enter. All others came. As they come, who are you? I will you get out. A soldier went into the White House. He tried to access the White House. He wants to see the president. And they said, how will you get away from here, American president? And he went to sit by the corner and was crying because he really needed to see the president. And then a little small boy walked by and looked at him crying, and he came to him and said, hey, why are you crying? And he looked at the boy, and said, I wanted to see the president, but they said, I can't. And he said, oh, sorry. No, it's actually very difficult to see the president, but walk with me. And he held his hand, and they were just strolling. And the little boy passed through the gate of the White House. And all the same soldiers that stopped the man nobody said anything. And he kept walking. He passed another security check, nobody stopped him. He passed the lawn, nobody stopped him. He entered the office, the general office, nobody stopped him. And he opened the president's door and entered the office. And nobody said pim to him. And then he stood before the president and said, Dad, this man would like to discuss something with you. That was the president's son. You need a man in your life. Not just man, you need men. You need men. Some of them will carry the hear ye him you need. Some of them, only their signatures is what you need. Some of them might not be able to help you, but they will link you to someone that will help you. My friends, this is how you get to destiny. Channels. Say with me, channels. Some of you only have source. You don't have channels. So when the source is flowing, there is no channel for it to flow through. So when you pray and pray and pray to the channel, you pray and pray and pray to the source, no channel. May God give you channels of your blessing. May God bring your way more channels of your blessing. Lift your voice where you are and begin to say, oh God, I connect myself to more channels of destiny.